Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare, side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Up tell them no way. No way. Camaraderie so special like natural instinct. They meet you by the river, is come take a drink. Outspoken but kind, no silent but nice. So forget New York, I'm not the old talk. You see I just drink some Babash brew, punching rum and Mountain Dew. A hot plate I fell out to me, my me just bring me not leaving. Not leaving. The navel string so deep and freedom the country. Where else in the world you know? Jump high then wind down low, and if you don't get on so they watch you see. Not leaving. Not leaving. It's here we conceive me, it's here I go there. Children play, I'm leaving. The sorrel, the Moby back, I'm leaving. The corn soup, the bacon chop, I'm leaving. The oval seal rabat, I'm leaving. The pecan, the tit for tat, I'm leaving. The ritual of carnival, I'm leaving. Soca chutney bacchanal, I'm leaving. I wake up one morning and before I stretch, it's fried baked by doubles, me nostril don't catch. And therefore my view, an ocean so blue, I'm going nowhere. Nowhere. Hummingbirds and blackbirds that sing in the trees, champonia and spices that waft in the breeze. While meat by the grab, a booty and lapping forest grazing. It's so amazing. You see, I just watch a football match with Trinidad and Yankee clash. So much for me bossy lash, me head still dizzy. Not leaving, not leaving. The navel string so deep and freedom the country. Where else in the world you know? Milk and the honey flow. Vagrants does bend down low and drink from a drain. Not leaving, not leaving. It's here we conceive me, it's here I go there.
It's the NETT Radio Breakfast Show, bringing you the energy, music and vibes to start your day right.
And with that, we say a very special good morning to you, Trinidad, Tobago. How are you doing? Good morning to our neighbors in the Caribbean. Not leaving. Good morning to everybody streaming in your different spaces and places and time zones that are now getting back to normal in some areas. Good morning to everybody. Thank you very much for making us your choice each and every day. Welcome to New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio. We are the heartbeat of the Caribbean, and yes, so that is what we do. We take you above and beyond. So glad to be in your company this morning. Feeling really, really good to be getting up with you this morning. Whatever you might be feeling, trust me, we want to throw all that off. So as always, much thanks to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day. And everything that we do, dear God, let it be a blessing unto you. I'm yours truly, Sir Charles. Happy am I to be in this space, because this is your Get Up and Go as we welcome everybody to the Breakfast Show.
Get up, it's the time to start the day. The Breakfast Show is here. We bring in the soca way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The Breakfast Show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Oh, good vibes rolling through the air. The Breakfast Show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink. Open your eyes, feel the light. Everything's gonna be alright. Good morning, we're wishing you a colorful day. Let the sunshine guide you on your way. Smile a little, let your worries fade. Good morning, may your heart feel light and free. So much joy in everything you see. Good morning, yeah, a beautiful day. Good morning.
A beautiful day. Good morning, everybody, and thanks for being here this morning. It's a wonderful day. It's a Monday. It's a get up and go, and on a Monday, you know, it's moving. So we welcome you all to the breakfast show. Let me say good morning to my co-host, of course, Richard. Will join us as we go through the day, we hope. And of course, Wendell, who is here very early, as always. So, Wendell, good morning to you.
Morning. Good morning, Sir Charles. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Trinidad and and Tobago. And good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe, especially our listeners and viewers out there in Asia, Africa, Australia, all the different continents, you know. Have an absolutely wonderful day. It was kind of rainy this morning, but it seems to have cleared up, so just be mindful of that. Roads might still be a little bit wet in the east, that is, not in the west, actually. Was the west dry, totally dry.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of dry on my side also. What's really nice getting up, you know, normally the mornings are kind of cold. It's not cold this morning. It's a nice breeze blowing through. It's not that cold breeze that we normally get from up north. It's a nice.
I think Arima always has some kind of rainfall in the morning now. I get the impression somewhere along the line, rain does just fall and stop in Arima now every morning. So when I came out very early this morning, the roads were wet. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but we're here. We're happy to be in the land of the living. Those who are, we have some crazy stories in the newspapers today. Wow. How many things happening all over this country, and you don't know about robberies, drownings, body being found. I mean, it's crazy news, all over the newspapers. I just happened to go through the newspapers today, which I don't normally do. I don't normally take my time and go through the newspapers. I just see what's in the headlines, and I only buy the newspapers only because we read it. We have to do the headlines here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be buying a newspaper. But anyway, but I have a special birthday greeting today. Let me read it because this person keep me up all night.
The person birthday and they keep you up all night?
Not the person whose birthday it is. But the person who want to make sure that the birthday greeting reach the person.
Okay. I guess I feel I know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
So let me read it. Good morning. Special birthday greetings to one of the queens of New Era Radio. Happy birthday. Wishing you many more healthy and happy years ahead. Keep shining and keep celebrating. Sending you lots of love and hugs on your special day. And this is coming from none other than Charmaine out there in New York. And it's going to guess who? Zena.
Zena.
You're supposed to do a little drum roll or something there? Say Charles.
Yeah, I was looking for the drum roll.
You know, we have plenty number one fans, but Zena might be number one of number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Zena, that is coming from, not just from Charmaine, but from your powder puff girls, as you just call them. I think it's more golden girls.
Well, they try to change it people and everything. No, it's the powder puff girls.
That's coming from all of them, your golden girls, right?
Because I don't know, people still use powder puff on me.
Zena does, I saw. Maybe all the girls, maybe why she called them the powder puff girls is because they normally use powder puff.
Because normally it's had this little bowl with this puff inside of it.
Yeah.
You load it up with your powder and dab in it.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
But
I haven't seen a powder puff on a bowl in a while. But I mean, I really shouldn't be seeing that. But Yeah, happy birthday, Zena. Shaman keep me up whole night making sure that greeting coming. I don't know if she's listening as yet though. Maybe she's on the transit. You know, but good morning, Shaman. You know what yesterday? You're brave enough to say?
Well, I don't think that she's afraid. You understand? There's one thing about it, you know that she's not afraid of that. But I'm gonna do this one for Zena one time this morning. Yeah, hold on there, Wendell.
Yeah.
Lose this in my waist, not the answer shade. Washing up my spine, making up my face, not the answer shade. They don't know me already. When it comes to party, I just wine and go down and wine and go down and wine and go down full stop. And everybody, they just talk about me with my hand in the air, rubbing my head. Whoa, you know I'm doing it.
Yeah, man, do it. Yes.
Very first time I saw that video, I said, but that's Zena?
Yeah. And Zena said me that video. Eh? Yeah, so that is Zena video. Zena, happy birthday to you. Very special one. Every year you choke up another one, you have to be thankful. So, you know, be thankful, enjoy your day. I don't know, you know, as we get older, we have all kind of things, restrictions, but on a day like today, I can probably drop down some of them.
Yeah. I know she'll spend some time in the yard with the plants. Zena has a green thumb, eh? I have to tell you that. If you see Zena's plants, and she have all these ceramic pigs, and then she has a dog, a big dog. Anyway, morning, Zena.
Oh, well, no, that's not all your secrets, all that you have.
All at once. Zena, she didn't invite me home by her. I say, hey, hell.
Zena, when you went by Zena, you went to the house or you were staying in the yard?
Once I went to the house, I was going to see all the ceramic pigs. I said, what?
Zena, don't carry him to far inside the house next time. He was observing everything. Make sure you keep him by the front door. Let him hang out in the porch. Go get me and get them bring up fruit.
Zena is a darling. Zena is not just with us. Zena's been on with Paul 1 or 2 for a long time. But she's on with to her. As here, other places, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She has some fans in other places too. They do as much for her as we could possibly do.
Yeah, she's a favorite all around. Yeah, which is really nice too, you know.
She is a favorite. Happy birthday, Zena. You know, look at that. Just all of a sudden today, I ain't concerned about anybody else's birthday. Because all the steadiness, I can't mess up this morning, which for Shaman. and
that's a real true friend that you have there.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that people can meet and create those kinds of bonds and stuff. Excellent.
So let's do good news before we run away with the morning.
Okay, cool. Right.
My friend yesterday because I said that I would rather go to Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago than Carnival in Brazil. And I'm standing on business here, okay? I will not take that back and rescind that opinion because I am right. Samba is good, Bossa Nova is great, but nothing can compare to the pure talent and music that has come out of Trinidad and Tobago. They take every other genre and then give it back to the world 10 times better. Calypso, soca, Mashalma, like fast wine. Come on, guys, let's get with the program. They took dancehall, they made Trinidad. They took Bollywood, they made chutney. Like, please. They took literal like oil barrels and made steel pan. No shit, I want to go to Carnival in Trinidad. Like, you will catch me in Port of Spain 2027, okay? I just wanted to come on here and say thank you to all my new followers with the TNT flag in their bio. You are all baddies. So much love. So people were asking how I knew so much about music from Trinidad and Tobago. And first of all, like, I've always loved all different genres of music. I grew up listening to a lot of soca and like Caribbean yacht rock because my like surrogate grandparents are from Trinidad, Antigua, and Guyana. So big love to the Caribbean. And then in 9th grade, I took a history of music class where we did a project where you were meant to choose a country and learn all about their music and their history. And so obviously I picked Trinidad and Tobago, duh. And that's when I realized that y'all are the OGs. Like, everything that has come out of that dual island nation is gold. If you're seeing this and you don't listen to Trini music, put your headphones on, guys. Put your headphones on. You are about to be blessed. Yeah, so I'll see you at Carnival.
Yeah. Make it to Trinidad and Tobago for Carnival. Put it on your bucket list if you have not been here before, or you've not been here for a long time. So maybe in 2027, like how we will see you.
Yeah, why not? Of course, North America, I should put United States, Canada, I think. They are back at the same time as we are. The clocks went forward. Is that what it is? Went forward yesterday, I think. So they carry the same time as us now, right?
Yeah, so they'd have to wake up and at an earlier hour to hear us.
Yeah. So it's actually just after 6.
Which is really good and really appreciated. People that you know that you are cutting to your sleep time to make sure you get up to listen to us. Yeah, that is so appreciated.
Tell me about it. Anyway, yesterday, of course, was International Women's Day, and lots of activities took place yesterday. So happy International Women's Day to all women, and we have loads of them here listening to us and watching us in the morning, including women out in Japan, women in Ethiopia, women in Dubai, women across North America, United States, and Canada, and all up the Eastern Caribbean. All right? Happy International Women's Day. I think these people, I guess, they celebrate. They deserve every day as well.
Yeah.
But let's get into the stream now. Richard will probably join us at some point in time. Of course, he had his celebration for International Women's Day yesterday at Central Bank. It's called Scandal in Cedars. And that play involved a lot of women, especially one called what's her name? Paloma.
That is the one like Superman.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Paloma. All right. Robert Allen, good morning and blessings to you. Margaret Thomas, Wendy Ann and Frank James, Erica Charles, Eunice Dublin, Manuela Peters Apollinaus also says good morning. Marcia Rock from Orlando, Florida. Ron DeSantis Jr. telling Richard, thanks for making me dodge the bullet of my virtual wife to be ex-DHS head.
What is that?
Know him. He's saying he was seeking after Christine apparently, and because of how Richard described her. I guess he dodged a bullet. I guess that's what he's trying to say. He kind of confusing sometimes with what
he's good morning.
Good morning. Diane says morning also. Deborah Noel Surrett, Kenny and Harlem, Marlon Motley, Odell Guy, Arlene Lewis, Valerie Mendoza, Ms. Dabadi, Pamela O'Connor from Palo Seco. First time you identifying where you're from. Morning, Pamela. Robert Taylor from Fernandina Beach, Sherwin and Juliet Kerr, Ambrose Blah out there in New York, Carla Hercules, James Kamau, Joyce Phillip, Carol Guevara from Chaguanas, Debbie Modest, Garvin Frank from Powder Magazine, Katian Charles and Arlene in Bronxville, Texas. James Kamau, Ava Smith also sends good morning. Chris Toussaint, I was able to get an extra hour sleep this morning. You did. Boy Bidesi from Debe, Trini Mull Kitchen from Oshawa, Ontario. Sankofa out there in St. Augustine, Wayne Ramsey in Fort Lauderdale, Lester Cragwell, Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona. Charmaine Bernard says, good morning. I am so glad to be back on the same time zone. Welcome. Felix Kazo, Rena Buru Jennings in Pity Valley, Beverly Andrews, good morning, sunshines. Happy Monday and start of the week. When you're ready to switch back, Dave Gosine, Valerie Mendoza says, happy birthday, Zena. All the Powder Puff and Golden Girls coming in now. Mrs. R says, good morning. Alistair Hart, Katian Townsend, Happy International Women's Day to all the impactful and resilient women on the chat. And that's all of you all. Shoma Paul, Sankofa say bountiful birthday greetings to Zena. Ila Rizan, Nazir Ali, good morning. Rena Jennings, happy birthday greetings to my darling Zena. Mrs. R also sends birthday greetings, Zena. Nadia Steven, hey.
Mrs. R, good morning to you.
Mr. Sun Chatman, good morning, guys. Sending happy birthday greetings to Zena. Happy birthday also from Beverly Andrews. Charmaine Bernard says happy birthday. Helen Prescott, happy birthday. Alistair Hart, happy birthday. Bernadette and Nelicia Yates, good morning. Carol Guevara sends birthday greetings, and to her former colleague Angela Lugo. Miguel Gonzalez says good morning. Wendell, I wanted to call you, but the number I have. No, it is working, Rena. You know what happened, Rena? Let me apologize to you, because it happened to plenty of people. At one point in time, as I said, I was being overwhelmed by information and messages, and I just blocked a whole lot of people. And I think you were in that too. A whole lot of people. But I did unblock you. So maybe you didn't realize that. Ozzy Molino, but I still have quite a few people blocked, but you're not one. Carlisle Cupid says, good morning. Shelly-Ann Raghunath, that's a new name. Good morning from Miami, always listening in Miami. Welcome to our show, Shelly-Ann. David McCarthy, top of the day and a magical Monday to all. Margarita Chow, Ingrid sends, Arizona does not have daylight savings time. Trinidad is 3 hours ahead. Oh, okay. Learned something there. And Salty Men, that's a brand new name, says, hi, blessed morning. Happy birthday to Zena. Michael Robinson out there in Yokohama, Japan, who like 13 hours ahead of us. Julia Samantha also says good morning. So it's actually nighttime, late evening time by Michael Robinson out there in Japan. All right. So those are our greetings on the chat, Sir Charles.
All right, you're doing pretty good for time and everything now. So that's excellent this morning. So the people who are coming in this morning on the WhatsApp, Kent and Laventel, you are one of those persons who were here very early. Also to Kalan and Kelly out there in Karanaj. Fifi out there in Ethiopia, good morning. Mahi.
Morning, Fifi.
Out there in Rio de Janeiro, good day to you. Zena, thank you very much, everybody from Zena. So Zena, I continue to enjoy your special day today. Archbishop Ashton Clark, Mr. Beeps out there in Maraval. Is it Maraval or Pity Valley, Mr. Beeps? I think it's Pity Valley. Anyhow, of course, Charmaine is here also. Mr. Billy and the people out there at Powder Magazine. Brenda in Pinal. Good morning, Brenda. Brenda, you went for breakfast yet? Captain Rod is also here out there in Orlando, and Frank out there in Aruca. I don't know why I'm always tempted to say Arizona, but Frank is out there in Aruca. And good morning to our Gael family, our people on Gael TV. I've been able to check, but I know when there nobody checks. So, yeah. So we are going for that.
We are on Gael. Very
right. So good morning to the Gael family. Thank you so much for hooking up with us. And we're going for our very first commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do headlines and then get into all the things that are taking place, not just here in Trinidad and Tobago, but things that are happening all around the globe. So you know what? Don't go anywhere.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Save more now at Furniture Plus. Get a pair of pillows for only $49, queen mattresses from $7.99, free gifts with select purchases, plus extra discounts on higher purchase plans. Hurry, visit any Furniture Plus showroom today.
Scandal in Cedrus is coming to San Fernando, and it is hilarious. Coming from sold-out houses in Port of Spain, this is the play that has audiences in stitches. 2 nights only at Naparima Bowl. Saturday the 14th of March at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 15th at 6:30 p.m. Box office at Naparima Bowl opens from Monday, March 9th, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Tickets also available at K-Square Fashion C3 Center and Brentwood Mall in Chagonas. Tickets also available at Fence of Marabella by the Roundabout. Scandal in Cedrus, the comedy event of the year.
Scandal in Cedrus.
End Times is here. Are you prepared? Check us on New Era TT Radio or NETT Radio with Brother Raka and Brother Yatazakawa on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. End Times is here. Stay tuned.
For God shall wipe away, yes sir, every tear from the eye. Yes sir. Get ready.
TNT, get ready for Kirk Franklin in concert. Prisoners No More. We meet at the Queen's Park Oval on March 21st for an unforgettable evening of revival and renewal with Kirk Franklin and his full band.
Revolution. Come on, do you want a revolution?
And Trinbago's top gospel artists, Jaron Nurse, Gates Praise, Blessed Messenger, St. Anthony's Music Ministry, and Darren Sandy.
But there is no sunshine.
Early bird tickets are sold out. General, kids, VIP, group, and cabana tickets available at accesstix.com. Hacker restaurants nationwide, Maranatha bookstores, Living Water Community, Santa Rosa Bookshop, Arima, St. Anthony's, RC Church, Point Fortin, Sky 99.5 FM, CNC3, and the Big Board Company are the official media partners. Endorsed by Catholic TT and the Ministry of Culture and Community Development. Kirk Franklin is coming to TNT.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
You know, I just realized, Ingrid from Arizona, you actually get about 3 a.m. to listen to us? That just occurred to me. Okay.
Right.
I
They
think LA,
behind or in front?
is LA the same thing? I haven't heard from LA for a little while. Is it the same? The time in LA is also the same. Los Angeles, yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Morning, LA. If you're listening to us or if you're watching us, and of course, you know, I have a strange story to tell. You remember I was alerting people the other day that they should all get body cameras and cameras in their vehicles and so on. Mm-hmm. So I got this message over the weekend from a number I don't know. And I said, and it was advertising a body camera. So I responded to the person because I don't have the person as a contact. I said, I'm interested. So I said, but by the way, am I curious? How did you end up messaging me? And the person said, well, he met me some years ago. Well, the description he gave me is, and then he said, he think he saw me in a fete, an all-white fete under the trees in Normandy. I said, no, definitely ain't me. Say, I ain't going to fete. You understand? Anyway, it so happens that I decided to engage a person, and I purchased my very own body camera. The same thing that Richard was talking Google the other day, Bob Love. The person dropped it off for me yesterday. So I now have a body camera. It was very strange. I said, I was just talking about this on radio just the other day. He said, no, I didn't hear that. He said, but that is strange because I just happened to be going through my contact list and I decided I go reach out to you. I said, well, yes.
All right. So did it cost $30,000 like the one the police wanted?
Sir Charles, no. No, I don't know if you're actually seeing it. If anybody's seeing it, I'm trying to hold it by the camera, but I don't think it's showing. You know, it's called Bob Love, a mini camera, and it's body worn. It has the charging time for it is 1 hour. Video recording duration is 3 hours. Audio recording duration is 7 hours. You understand?
Yeah.
So I have my own body camera now. So I'm filming everything and everybody now.
All right, okay, no problem. That is good. All right, just before we get into the headlines today, let me play this for you guys.
Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And I have to be very careful with this because, you know, your first name is very similar to a first name that we have, but fortunately it's pronounced different. It's Kamala. It's supposed to Kamala. I like Kamala better in many ways. And I just want to say thank you very much.
All right, just if I'm right up there in the big league. All right, yes.
That of course made the rounds over the last few days. That particular video, of course, there was so many memes on that. Anyway, but that's I think is she back as yet? I think the Prime Minister is back today. I'm not if I'm not mistaken. You know. But anyway, today, of course, is Monday, March 9th. Yeah, yesterday was Gershwin Stevens' birthday. Belated birthday greetings, Gershwin, out there in Portugal. Chevron wants talks with TNT. That's the main headline in today's Express. Monilal says energy giant reached out within 24 hours of PM's meeting with U.S. Energy Secretary. Of course, the Prime Minister met with the Energy Secretary of the United States over the weekend also. No one-on-one meeting with Trump for Kamala yet. That's also a story on page 7, but it's on the headlines. And the picture is that of a group of women as they toss clouds of colorful abir into the air during Pagua celebrations at Palmis Park, San Fernando yesterday. And of course, the Pagua grouping has been calling for a public holiday, which is what we're going to poll today. Not so, Charles? Not so, Sir Charles? Well, you breaks it and just suggest it?
No, yes.
Yeah, we could poll that. Or we could poll if you think anything positive.
No, we can poll that. That is recent. We poll that.
Yeah, it's very recent. All right. Other stories, of course, Palmis residents, historians push to save 200-year-old chimney. Chevron wants to talk with Trinidad and Tobago. TNT diaspora very wary of Kamala's security pact with the U.S. and they are warning her to be wary of Donald Trump. Sabuana's family claims illegal eviction by AGC agents. PM's one-on-one with Trump unclear as summit ends. And local security experts endorse security coalition move, but 3 former politicians, one current, is warning Kamala Persad-Bissessar about those arrangements. All right. In sports, I don't know why the headline is Charles and Django lead QPCC to victory, and then they have a picture of India celebrating the T20 champions. Express, what you already doing? All right, but there's a picture of the Indian cricket team as they ran away yesterday with the T20 World Cup in India. All right, they beat New Zealand. They didn't beat them, they massacred them. All right, so those are all things trending in today's Express.
All right, so let's see what's going on in the Guardian today. Well, apparently it's a press release because they have the same main headline as the Express with Chevron. Chevron won strokes with TNT. All right, so I ain't going through the whole thing. I'll just get that in the Express, word for word. So, Minister, Middle East tensions push oil revenue up to US $4 million for TNT. I wonder if that's $4 million a day. Because
it's $4 million US.
Yeah.
Per month, I think.
Per month, bro.
I don't know how they arrive at a monthly figures yet. We only
people is calculate, yeah. The thing, you know, put the color away. Yeah, but things just go up quickly, they don't come down as easily, Ask the Supermarket Association. PM, SOE regulations focus on public safety. TNT entry into U.S. cartel coalition sparks questions, and of course that is Dr. Emery Brown. Local security experts endorse security coalition move, and PM's one-on-one with Trump unclear as summit ends. And there's another story, the TNT diaspora wary of Kamala's security pact with the U.S. Plenty different names said, but Shagwana's family claims illegal eviction by HGC agents, and stolen boat recovered in Tobago Lagoon.
All right. You know the name of the boat, right? The name of the boat is Ethiopia.
Serious?
Yeah, the name of the boat is Ethiopia.
Ethiopia?
Yeah.
All right. Ethiopia. Well, those are the main stories today in the newspapers. Yeah. Plenty stuff.
All right. Of course, morning to Beauty Culture and Joyo Zia. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Carlisle Cupid, good morning. Jason Samuel said it's your LA is also same time zone as Ingrid in Tucson, Arizona. All right. So good morning to you, wonderful people who continue to keep us on our P's and Q's. Is that what they call it? P's and Q's, yeah. On a morning here. All right. Did you know segment coming up, Sir Charles?
Yeah,
and then we run the lines early today. We don't have a guest today, but naturally, because Richard is probably join us after 7, I'm not sure if he's joining us at all today.
If he can get up. As you get older, a lot of things.
Charles, I did something this weekend. I had a very peculiar weekend, actually. Right? But I did something this weekend that I haven't done in years. I won't say what it is, but I surprised myself. Let's put it this way. I surprised myself.
You surprised yourself?
Yeah, I bought a body cam. That's the most important thing I did this weekend.
That is it?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I see something really up here going down the road. And I say, okay, well, some other madness taking place here. Let me hear this going down the road.
I actually went somewhere that I haven't been to in years.
So, okay. In years, you say?
In years. Yes.
And it's not double palm, right?
No. You literally have a double palm on my doorstep, you know that, right?
Yes. In a river?
They literally have a double palm on my doorstep. I stopped to let a guy drive in there the other day, and I could see the look on his face. Like, oh God, I hope that person didn't know me. Because he was coming down. It was coming down, and double palm was literally at my entrance for me to turn in, right? So I realized he's trying to turn in, so I stopped to let him turn in. The lady cannot knock it down.
They say, hey, Junior, what then?
You're Mako, and they know that.
I didn't do it for spite.
Everybody knows he's a Mako.
I didn't do it for spite. But you know, when you go in the double palm, you have to make sure you hold clear and nobody had to wait for you. You have to just turn in.
So anytime you meet any type of traffic, you have to keep going straight.
Yes. Go straight and come back up. Because if you're coming up Tampuna Road, nobody had to wait for you. You just turn
left. You just turn left.
Yeah, but he was coming down, so I had to wait for him. And the lady ducking also.
Anyhow.
And I middle of the day, hot sun.
Now, I don't have a special time for that, you know.
Yeah?
Sir Charles, I'm reminding us.
that has happened many times of the day.
I just knew he was going to come in when the scandal talked to him. He jumped in just as the scandal started. Morning, Richard.
Good morning, guys. Good morning to listeners and viewers. My apologies, but I thought I was exhausted.
I know, Richard. That play will
I was exhausted.
That's a licks you get
but
from
did you tell Zena happy birthday? Today's Zena's birthday.
No, we spent the entire morning wishing Zena happy birthday.
Okay, great. Happy birthday, Zena. Mwah.
Yeah. All right. Well, of course, Richard is just recovering from his cocktail from Wonder Woman. You get licks in that player, people. You get licks, you know.
Literally.
Yeah, I do. Anyway, so Charles, did you know segment already?
Did I? No.
All right. So let's.
It's a very short one, so we're coming back with that.
I'm sure you didn't know that Arima is the first and only royal chartered borough in the Western Hemisphere.
And it is the only place in TNT where the people are predominantly mixed race.
And that is probably because, unlike other places, it was specifically built in the 1700s as a Spanish mission for Amerindians displaced from their homes in the northern range.
It has since been recognized as a significant center for the preservation of their heritage and culture.
This place unique, yes? Even the original dial or clock in the heart of Arima was imported from France in the late 19th century.
Follow us or subscribe for more great content.
Yeah, I saw that video. And so it was familiar. Yeah, man.
I was watching my phone actually, because just as I look up, it finished.
What finished?
You know, no, it's short. It's real short.
Oh, yeah, it's short. Yeah, I'd seen it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm now looking at it over on the television.
Yeah, I felt like I wanted more information from about Arima.
Yeah, I don't think that they did bring up justice.
It would be a little longer now. But
yeah, remember they do these things designed for TikTok are quick 30 seconds.
Yes, it's quick, yeah.
Yes, it's designed them that way. Anyway, good morning to Melchizedek and morning Cheryl Henry, also sending Zena birthday greetings, and also to Kim Govaya, also saying good morning. All right, Junior Wickham also says good morning. Junior is talking now. All right, and of course, Mrs. R is telling me again, as she usually does, my breath of fresh air. Right? Messages on the chat. Why she just be that way?
Thank you, Mrs. R.
Anyway, we can open the lines, take some calls. Richard, you want to enlighten us about anything? Richard, you missed it, but I bought Zenith.
I'm not sure what it is.
A body camera. The body camera you suggested.
Bob Love. Okay.
Bob Love. I bought it.
Okay.
Right?
You bought it on Amazon or you bought it in Trinidad?
No, actually somebody who just messaged me I could swear the guy was listening to the radio because I tell him just the other day I was talking about this. We were talking about it, and he just messaged me. He said he had some more left, and he just reached out to me. I don't remember the guy really. Do you remember me? So I purchased it. I'm gonna try it.
All right, cool. Well, I just want to remind people that Scandal in Cedros now heads to San Fernando, and we're in San Fernando this weekend. So South, you're getting us. So we'll be there on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday at 6:30 p.m. at Naparima Bowl in San Fernando. We haven't been in Naparima Bowl for a while, but it's always lovely to go back to Naparima Bowl. It's one of our favorite theaters of them all. It's a proscenium. I think you've been to Naparima Bowl, Mendel.
Once. I actually came Naparima Bowl once with Dr. Job.
Right, Dr. Job, right.
Yeah.
So it's proscenium, all seats basically have a fantastic view of the stage. We will be in Naparima Bowl, and I know it's loved by Southerners, but we'll be in Naparima Bowl this weekend. And of course, the Naparima Bowl box office opens today. So from today, you can from today, you can get tickets, but people have been buying tickets for Naparima Bowl since a week and a half ago, because tickets have been out at the outlets for a while. And people also had bought some when they couldn't get in last week. They had bought some Southerners would have bought for South already. But tickets are on sale at the box office in Naparima Bowl from today, 12 noon to 6 p.m. And of course, tickets are also available at the outlets, and it's just 3 outlets: K Squared, C3 Center, and Brentwood Mall in Trigonas, and a Fence of Marabella by the Roundabout, where you can get your tickets for Scandal in Cedros at Naparima Bowl. We are so looking forward to it. And I want to thank the people who came over the weekend. We had absolutely fantastic houses over the weekend. I mean, people are coming out in droves to see the display. On Saturday and Sunday, we had really great audiences, and people had a riot. But Zena came last night. Yeah. So I know it was a nice Zena. And so we had great fun last night too. So we are on to Naparima Bowl this weekend. You should not miss it. It is a great distressor. So you should not miss Scandal in Cedros. South, we're coming down. Yeah.
I don't know if I
met Justice Candace last night. I hadn't seen him in years and years. And he came. I didn't see him in years. And he came. He came. He must have seen me come out in front of me as he was about to leave. And so he came back in, and I was out in front of him. He came back in, and we talked for a little while. I haven't seen you in years. And we started talking, but he told me he really enjoyed it. He loved it.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So we can open up the line, Sir Charles.
Yes, we can. Yes.
281-1315 and 299-5156.
And let me also send out some happy birthday greetings. Brenda's grandson is celebrating his birthday today. His name is Wyatt. So I want to wish Wyatt a happy birthday from the Breakfast Crew. Enjoy your day. Right? It's coming from all of us, and of course, Granny. So we are going to the lines. Good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, gentlemen. A special good morning to Richard. Richard, I want to thank you for saving me from biting the bullet. And let me remind you what I'm talking about. Talking about the second shooting by ICE, and you say, "We use Christy Noam's husband or what?" So I say, my virtual wife, thank you for saving me from biting the bullet. You spent million of my money and other taxpayers' money of you riding a horse. I tell you, these rhino Republicans, man. Republicans in name only, or Democrats light. But anyway, so I can't forget that. When you said, you remember that, Richard? He asked me, he used Christine Noam's husband or what? How are you defending her? But I was more defending ICE, but anyway.
Right. Well, Christine Noam is no more.
Thanks very much. Virginia. Yeah, people, we're taking your calls and give us a call. Lines are open to you. 2811-315-299-515-6. Good morning.
Good morning, Charles.
Hey, the birthday girl.
Oh, happy birthday, Zina.
Thank you. And thanks all the people who on the chat who send birthday greetings, especially Miss Charmaine. Oh Lord, I get it over and over. Thank you, Charmaine, my dear. Listen, I enjoyed that play last night. Thanks, Hayden. And I get an early birthday greeting last night. Well, Richard, you know that I love Central Bank, but it must be a little bougie. That's what I kind of temper down my laughter. I laughed so much last night. I laughed. My son took me, he said, oh God, he said he happy you went. It was so good. I had to see that play again. Richard, what your brains? I sometimes I telling my son last night, how Richard has come up with these things so quick.
No, but Ricardo actually wrote that play, huh? Yeah, Ricardo wrote that play, Ricardo Samuel.
Oh, it was good, Richard. It was good and all that acting. And I laughed so much. I enjoyed myself, especially that what's her name there? She's a boss.
Deborah.
Deborah. I missed her for a long time, but Deborah is a natural. Natural, and I love this Paloma.
Oh, Paloma. Benita.
Richard, I enjoyed myself. So thank you. Thanks,
Great. I'm glad you had a great birthday.
Nice way to start your birthday, Zina.
But my birthday this morning and then starting so good.
What happened?
The car yesterday, I got to move out the car a little bit. The dog I find was jumping on it. It was a little too hard. One of them on the chain. And she was jumping on the car. I got to bring it out a little bit from the garage. From the, the car wouldn't start.
When last it started, Zina? When last it started?
The day before. Every day I just I called the mechanic. He said his battery. My son came up to and they work on the car. It had no battery. It's something with the starter. So I have to head and I have to call the mechanic.
Yeah, I gotta look for things.
I have to have car worries this morning. You say, what is this? Kind of I ain't making it stress me at all.
No, don't stress you on your birthday.
Not today. No. So thanks everybody and later on. Bye.
Okay, enjoy Zina.
Yeah, somebody might just do a nice favor and pull up by you and hand you out a new set of keys and say, hey, that's yours.
And son.
I don't know if those things happen in Trinidad, but I know in other places it does.
Yeah. In the movies.
Yeah. and on TikTok videos.
Yeah.
So all these kinds of things happening,
So Charles, do you actually have the video of the guy calling for the public holiday for Pagua? You wasn't able to download it?
No, I didn't download it. Yeah.
Right, but our poll is based on a call being made for Pagua's celebrations to be declared a public holiday. All right, they didn't suggest a day. I don't think they suggested a day in the video, but they're asking for Pagua celebrations to be declared a public holiday, and we are asking you if you think that should be that. We love public holidays, right, people? So
there is no opposition from this show.
Any excuse? How about another day?
Yeah, man.
We all in favor of it.
We're the ultimate Caribbean people. Yeah, man. Yes. Why ain't asking the question? Just do it.
Let's do it. So do you think the Pagua celebration should be declared a public holiday? Yes or no? That's our poll. based on a call being made by a group yesterday. Yesterday, of course, was is yesterday or Saturday? One of those, I think it was Saturday, was Pagua. So should it be declared a public holiday? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
This should be an interesting poll.
Yeah, it should be. I don't want no exchange. People like to say they like to be kept very officious. Well, they could take away this holiday and give that. And take that gerrymandering. Leave all holidays as they are, please. It's whether Pagua celebration should be a holiday, an additional one.
Yes, that's what we want. One more. Because the next holiday coming up is Shout of Baptist Day. Is it Shout of Baptist Day, right? And
no, we have Eid.
Before that.
Eid is the
Eid is the 20th.
I think Eid is coming up soon, yes.
Friday.
Yeah, the 20th.
Right. Hey, have a long weekend again, man.
Next week Friday.
And then Shout of Baptist Day is the 30th of March.
30th. Yeah.
30th of March. Yeah. So we could stick Pagua in this weekend for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have space.
Oh no, because yesterday was out today gonna be the holiday.
We have space.
Yeah, they could do it. they could kind of say the Friday before Eid. I don't know. Because you want a long weekend.
Well, that was saying it would have been a long weekend if it was like yesterday. It was a public holiday. It would have fallen this Sunday, so today we'd have been home.
Yeah, today would have been holiday Monday.
Yeah.
Well, also Zina having a nice holiday for her birthday.
Yep.
Huh?
All right. So that is the poll, and so vote on the poll. We are going for the news at 7:00, and we will be back. All right. So stay with us on the net on The Breakfast Show.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is NETT Radio News Now.
This is news for Monday, 9th March on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Dial Caribbean TV. I'm Derek McMillan. Thank you for joining us. Trinidad and Tobago has joined a new U.S.-led military alliance aimed at combating drug cartels across the region. The agreement was signed during the Shield of the Americas Summit in Florida, where Donald Trump launched the Doral Charter, creating what is being called the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bisesar attended the signing ceremony and was presented with the pen used by the U.S. president to sign the agreement. Trump told leaders the coalition would mobilize partner nation militaries and share intelligence to dismantle criminal cartels and disrupt the flow of drugs and violence across the hemisphere. 17 countries are expected to participate in the coalition, with the United States saying the alliance will strengthen regional security and cooperation against organized crime. Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers is assuring citizens that Trinidad and Tobago has not surrendered its sovereignty after joining a new regional security alliance. The country signed on to the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition during the Shield of the Americas Summit in Florida, where Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bisesar pledged support for efforts to dismantle criminal cartels and strengthen regional security. Speaking to the Sunday Guardian, Sobers said Trinidad and Tobago remains a sovereign nation, and the agreement simply reflects the government's effort to build stronger international partnerships. He said the summit allowed regional leaders to establish direct links with key decision-makers in Washington, and described the engagements as productive. Sobers also confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago's Cuban medical program was not discussed during the summit. Opposition members of the People's National Movement staged a walkout from Parliament Friday after their private member's motion on rising unemployment was defeated. The motion, brought by Laventille West MP Kareem Marcel, sought to hold the government accountable for the socio-economic impact of increased unemployment. Tensions escalated in the lower house when Energy Minister Rudal Moonilal moved for the debate to be closed and the matter put to a vote. House Speaker Jagdeo Singh ruled there was no evidence that ending the debate would infringe on the rights of the minority. Opposition MPs protested the decision, with opposition leader Penelope Beckles leading a walkout moments before the vote was taken, and the motion defeated. Former minority leader Kelvon Morris says he is actively considering challenging Shamfa Lewis for leadership of the People's National Movement Tobago Council. In a message to Guardian Media, Morris said he is continuing to reflect and listen to the views of others before making a final decision. Cujo Lewis announced her candidacy on social media this week, saying the council is at a critical crossroads and needs stronger organization and discipline. The leadership contest comes after the party suffered a 15-0 defeat in the January 12 Tobago House of Assembly elections. Outgoing leader Ansel Dennis had earlier indicated he would support a transition to new leadership following the loss. Firearms dealer Brent Thomas is calling for an independent investigation into the circumstances surrounding his removal from Barbados more than 3 years ago. Speaking in his first sit-down interview with TV6 News and The Express, Thomas said while Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar has suggested a commission of inquiry, he believes an independent body would be better suited to determine what went wrong. In 2023, Devendra Rampersad ruled that Thomas's removal from Barbados by officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service was an unlawful abduction. Thomas says the incident has destroyed his reputation and business, costing him international partnerships and his U.S. visa. He is now calling for those responsible to be held accountable and for compensation to allow him to rebuild his life. In international news, Donald Trump says the United States is not ruling out sending American troops to Iran to seize the country's enriched uranium. In an interview with ABC News, the U.S. president said, "Everything is on the table," as tensions escalate in the Middle East following recent U.S. and Israeli strikes. Meanwhile, Keir Starmer held talks with Trump on the situation, with the UK confirming military cooperation through RAF bases supporting Allied operations in the region. At the same time, the Israel Defense Forces says it has launched new wide-scale strikes on targets in Tehran and other parts of Iran. Officials say the conflict has already claimed hundreds of lives across the region, including civilians and military personnel. And that is news at this time. Stay with us. More engaging programming continues after the break.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Vibes, fresh energy. This is the NETT Radio Breakfast Show.
Everybody knows that I am a policeman. I am also the watchman who sings bitter calypsos. They're wondering what will be my stand. Now that the image of the police getting plenty blows. Some helping the drug pushers, the yardie say as much, and we have as many pipers as 100 pipers scotch. Will I be brave and sing about it, or hide the dirty linen from the public? Well, I promise to do my duty, even though I'm a policeman. But I want the public to answer me. Do you really want a watchman? Do you want the service to fire all the bandits? And you feel that I should call all the names? Do you want a watchman, or do you want a dead man? You want me to end up like Bernadette James? For you know that the police service have plenty gone. So you see what I'm trying hard to prevent. I might call the name of a police who might be cleaning up the weapon, and toy clean up my tail and say accident. Do you want? Will always destroy evil, unless, of course, evil destroys good first. I must admit that from the things I see every day, the police service has plenty things wrong with it. Bandits and thieves and non-functioning officers in the service, they all seem to benefit. And we have some seniors who does only cry, but they are blasted zebras, a jackass with some stripes. They come to work every day, you know, but have retired from the job a long time ago. But I'm warning all them policemen, if crime gets the upper hand, the only way my people could survive then is to hire your own watchman. Do you want some old thief to masquerade as police? And you feel that I should not expose the ways. Do you want a watchman, or do you want a lodgeman? You're telling me that where the cow ties there he must graze. I've been warned about a stewardess whose name is Olga Jardine, who runs she mouth about certain things that she see. She decided to squeal on a policeman. Up to now she has not been seen. And if I want, they go arrange the same thing for me. Do you want? The choice is yours. What kind of country you want? A corrupt one or a good one? The big question: what has caused this moral decay? Why is the service in this awful condition? Corrupt practice by those with high ambitions who will do anything to reach the top positions. I know that in the service it have our joke how some men get their promotion, but the wife who do the work, some of them so nasty and slack. For promotion they will let men ride on their back. But we must save the police service from absolute destruction, or life will be very short, nasty and brutish. Even though you have a watchman, do you want the army to do the police duty? And you feel that I have no right to object. Do you want a watchman, or do you want a yes man? I have a view that I think all you must accept. Cause I hear Mr. Brown saying that soldiers getting discharged, he have the eyes on everything that they do. But I remember he is Jack Warner's friend. I hear it's Jack who leave him in charge. And if that is true, then who the hell go watch out for you and you and you? Do you want? Some do good and some do bad. Let's separate the goat from the sheep. As officers, we know some of us do wrong. But why should every police suffer? The minister dragging the force to the ground with his friends, them jokers from the chamber. But look how many police died for this country. Let Huggins patrol Gun Hill and Mutil Avanti, and let they try to control the crime with Black 38 against Uzis and Tech 9 to arrest crime in any nation. Everybody must put a hand, so each and every Trinidadian must be a police or a watchman. Do you want a service to respond in a crisis? Yet you respect every time I mention their rights. Do you want a watchman or do you want a soft man? Am I wrong to help the police fight for their rights? For you say that the police job is protecting and serving you, yet everybody only standing by as it fall. Well, me ain't no toothless bulldog, and if I can't pelt a bite or two, then I go feel that all you don't want no watchman at all. Do you want? The choice is yours.
It's just got better. You're locked into the Breakfast Show.
The choice is yours.
With the best music and real talk.
Yeah. Make up your mind. What you want? You want a watchman or you want a dead man?
The choice is yours.
Yeah. That's Wade. I think it's his name. Yeah. The watchman there. The classic calypso from years ago. And of course, you're hearing it here this morning on the Breakfast Show. Welcome inside the second hour of the Breakfast Show, people. Of course, you are on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Do you want?
Taking you above and beyond because we're the heartbeat of the Caribbean. Let me say good morning to the folks on Gael Caribbean TV. Thank you very much for being here.
Do you want?
Also to the folks on our Facebook and YouTube channels. We welcome everybody this morning. Our Anthem crew, good morning. Yeah, those are the people that come in just before 6 o'clock. You see the numbers start to roll up. Hey, good morning to you. And of course, if you're just joining us and you're coming in along the way, don't worry. Still a whole lot more for you inside of the next couple hours, okay?
The choice is yours.
And of course, don't forget when we come off of the social media feeds and also Gael Caribbean TV, you can just switch across to www.neweratttradio.com, and that way you can listen to us all day, every day. We've got great programming throughout the day. Yeah? So our morning poll is up. There has been a call for Pagua celebrations to be given a public holiday, made a public holiday in Trinidad and Tobago. So we're asking you, do you think that should be so? Yes or no?
The choice is yours.
And then you can put any comment you want after, but put yes or no first, right? And when we come back, we'll tell you how you voted. But stay with us this morning on The Breakfast Show.
For God shall wipe away, yes sir, every tear from their eye. Yes sir. Get ready.
TNT Get Ready for Kirk Franklin in concert. Prisoners No More. We meet at the Queen's Park Oval on March 21st for an unforgettable evening of revival and renewal with Kirk Franklin and his full band.
Come on, do you want a revolution?
And Trinbago's top gospel artists, Jaron Nurse, Gates Praise, Blessed Messenger, St. Anthony's Music Ministry, and Darren Sandy.
But there is no sunshine.
Early bird tickets are sold out. General, kids, VIP, group, and cabana tickets available at accesstix.com. Hacker restaurants nationwide, Maranatha bookstores, Living Water Community, Santa Rosa Bookshop, Arima, St. Anthony's, RC Church, Point Fortin, Sky 99.5 FM, CNC3, and the Big Board Company are the official media partners. Endorsed by Catholic TT and the Ministry of Culture and Community Development. Kirk Franklin is coming to TNT.
Save more now at Furniture Plus. Get a pair of pillows for only $49, queen mattresses from $7.99, free gifts with select purchases, plus extra discounts on higher purchase plans. Hurry, visit any Furniture Plus showroom today.
Scandal in Citrus is coming to San Fernando, and it is hilarious. Coming from sold-out houses in Port of Spain, this is the play that has audiences in stitches. 2 nights only at Naparima Bowl. Saturday the 14th of March at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 15th at 6:30 p.m. Box office at Naparima Bowl opens from Monday, March 9th, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Tickets also available at K-Square Fashion C3 Center and Brentwood Mall in Chagonas. Tickets also available at Friends of Marabella by the Roundabout. Scandal in Citrus, the comedy event of the year.
Scandal in Cedrus.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
End Times is here. Are you prepared? Check us on New Era TT Radio or NETT Radio with Brother Raka and Brother Yatazakawa on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. End Times is here. Stay tuned.
All right, people, so we are back. We're here on the net, and we welcome inside the second hour of the breakfast show. And don't forget to join us for End Times. That's 7 o'clock this evening. Yeah, join the guys and hear what they have to say. They go through a number of different things in the Bible, some very controversial stuff. Richard would love that kind of thing because, you know, he loves controversy. And really interested. So that's coming up. So tune in to NETT Radio, and that's between 7 and 8 p.m. this evening.
Mm-hmm. All right. Of course, thanks Gregory Boyer for sending us that Watchman tune that I didn't think anybody hear that tune before. I don't know where Gregory find that tune, but it is so apt, it is so current, because Watchman, as a former police officer, was singing about the police service. That is definitely more than 20 years ago.
Yeah, and it still sounds like, you know, because
it's so relevant today.
There's a lot we have not really gone anywhere, because he's still talking about the corruption that is plaguing the police service and all that sort of thing. And it seems like that's last week.
Yeah. And if he asks any question, do you want a watchman or do you want a dead man? In other words, he as a police officer is saying that if he had spoken about certain things back then, that somebody might have been cleaning a gun and lick him up.
Yeah, accidentally I got shot, you know, that's it.
They will come out as an accident.
Yeah. And speaking of accident, you know, we haven't heard anything about the police officer who they say fell off
the building in
the woman's dorm or whatever it is. And
nothing about that. Nothing about the shooting of the young man and the girl, Kaya and Joshua. Nothing about that. Nothing about the police officer who shot the gentleman in the scuffle in Tobago. Nothing. You understand? And there was another incident recently too. There's been nothing about it.
Yeah, and it will be interesting, whenever reporters, get the police commissioner or any senior official to find out why is it that the police investigations take so long. It's just as the investigations take just as long as the backlog in the courts.
So Charles, I don't know.
Yeah.
I tell a little TTPS hopeless, but they don't like to listen to me.
Yeah.
And look, man singing about the hopelessness of the TTPS since then.
A police officer.
I ain't the first one come up with that.
Yeah, and he was not a civilian, eh?
He was a police officer.
Yeah, he was a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He applied for commissioner of police in Trinidad and Tobago already.
Actually, yes, he did,
Yeah.
And that is why he probably may have been such a good choice, because from his songs and stuff, he wasn't condoning certain behaviors and stuff. So maybe as the police commissioner, he just might have been able to make that change. But
yeah,
that at the time when he was applying, it had so much controversy with his police commissioner.
When he was shortlisted, wasn't he shortlisted during the
I think so.
Selected Gary Griffith? I wasn't sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but around that time, I mean, to choose a police commissioner, it was marred in so much controversy, boy.
Listen, if there's one thing I had praised Dr. Rowley for, is standing up and going outside of the norm when he selected Gary Griffith. But it turned right back around, and he's the one, of course, being blamed for Gary Griffith's demise. You know what I mean? But that was the correct thing to do then. I know that for sure. It's a pity that both of them didn't get past the differences, and Gary wasn't still, well, I mean, I don't know if he would have still been a commissioner, but at least it might have gone somewhere in helping fix that place, because that place hopeless.
Ah, boy. Anyhow, I got, so before we go back to the poll, let me play the video. I downloaded it during the news. Right? So this is what the poll is coming from, people.
I'm pleading and asking this government that we should have a public holiday for Pagua in Trinidad and Tobago. Unlike Guyana and Suriname, they have a public holiday. So we are asking for a public holiday for Pagua celebration in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. So that
there
is
was a poll, people.
Yeah.
So we didn't come up with this poll by guesser.
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
Yeah, so there's a call. I don't know exactly who he is. He might be probably representing one of the groupings for, but he's putting it outside there that there should be a public holiday for Pagua celebrations in Trinidad and Tobago. He said that other places have it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what happened to Trinidad and Tobago? So do you agree?
Yes or no? But before I read the poll results, Rainhead was fourth on the list with Gary Griffith. When Gary Griffith was selected, it was Gary Griffith, Stephen Williams, Michael Seals, Anand Ramasa, when he was fifth. And then Wayne Head.
Oh, okay.
That was in 2018.
Yeah, that's another name that we just... Where we go, Mr. Ramasa? He leave the police service? He's still a police?
He was in charge in Tobago at one time. I'm not sure where he is now. Michael Seals, when he left the police service, he was head of the Police Service Welfare Association, if you remember, or the secretary or something. He left the police service, but he left the police service and contested elections. Mm-hmm. He contested a seat for the PNM, Tabakita, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, Stephen Williams also left, But Wayne Head was there on that list in 2018.
Wow. Some of these people just, anyhow, I suppose time does that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so the poll results. You ready for them, Sir Charles?
Yeah, man, we are. Let's go.
Bernadette Yates, no. Boy BDC, no. Is he mad? Apollonus, no. Rena Jennings, no. Lester Cradwell, no. Dion Lewis, no. Alice Hart, yes. Helen Prescott, no. David McCarthy, no. Gregory Boyer, no. Happy birthday, Zena. Eunice Dublin, no. Mary Grant, no. Fran Romani, no. Ava Smith, no. Beauty Culture, no. Give the early peoples, or first people, I guess. First peoples and nation holiday. I can't get main first people there. Beefy Smith, no. Joseph Clement, no. Colted Finch, no. Margaret Thomas, no. Boy Videsi, no. What about the first people? Tim Govaya, no. Susie B, no. Finbar Collins, no. Margarita Chow, no. Junior Wickham, no. Michael Robinson, no. Ingrid from Tucson, yes. Joy Archie, no. I'm not going to say that that's Joanne Archie messaging there. Yes. James Kamau, no. Nadia Steven, no. Magic, no. Colton Finch, that if we had our way on the breakfast show, that's exactly what
everybody get holidays.
All holidays.
You want a holiday? Take a holiday.
Annalie Johnson, yes. Cheryl Henry, no. Katian Townsend, no. Dean Allen, what is this about? I don't know if there's a little background you're giving into Pagua there. Kazim Mohammed, no. Oh boy. Dean, I can't read all of that for Sunday. I hope the chat, people on the chat read it. Yeah. Oops. Where are the votes, people? Diane says yes. Avion Abraham says no. Chris Tucson, no. Robert Allen, no. Andre, yes. Every month should have at least one or two. I agree. Shoma Paul, no. Crystal Stevenson, no. Cappy the Nigerian didn't vote. Well, he votes yes. And then he says good morning. All right. Well, if it's a he or she, I'm not sure. All right. So those are the votes I have on the chat. So chats.
All right. All right. So let me just check the WhatsApp. What we have here, we have some people here on the WhatsApp, starting with Pauline, who says yes. And Afria says no. Archbishop Asha Clark, no. Brendan Pinal, no. Judith in Tobago, no. Peter Wilson, no. Sean Ram, yes. Kenwin Henry, yes. Mark, it didn't beep. Captain Ron says no. Frank Inaruka says no. Zena says no. The first people first. And Kurt Edwards says no. Anybody else?
One more, Carla Hercules, but I guess it's no she's trying to say. All right.
All right. Okay. Well, we have 50 people. We have 50 flat on the votes this morning. 43 of you said no. 3 of you said no, and 7 said yes. They agree that it should be a public holiday, and I am going with the 7.
Of course, we are all going with the 7.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I go in even more because I find let's settle it once and for all and stop this to and fro with holidays. So if you want to set up a holiday committee for the additional holidays, fine. But there are 4 additional holidays that should come on. Pagua could be one. We could put one for the Chinese.
Yes.
We could give one to the First Peoples. And just because in case they complain, we could give one to the Syrian Lebanese too. Right. So everybody have a holiday and everybody could say, all right, we got to go. You have 4 more days.
Very well put together, Richard. As a matter of fact, we just volunteered ourselves for the holiday making committee. We'll do it for free. Maybe for a bus should pass.
Yeah. and we'll probably come up like days like the UN, where we'll have about 10 different holidays on one day.
Yeah, well, we could join some of them on
Yes, we can join them some of the days because especially some of the religious holidays. So if the Hindu celebrating and the other person
No,
celebrating.
we don't want no join up thing. No, it's Pagua, First Peoples, the Chinese community, and Syrian Lebanese. Everybody deserve a day.
That's the four.
Right before there.
But I think the first people in the first incarnation when this thing was talking about a holiday, I think they kind of shoot themselves in the foot because they had an opportunity to get a day and they said they did not want a public holiday. Whoever was leading them at that point in time, they would have taken a one-off something. And I said, but why you want to do that? Take the holiday now, man.
Did they get
the Chinese too? The Chinese too. I think the Chinese say, they just wanted one day at a time when they were celebrating a particular year in terms of the arrival of the Chinese in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, I think it was at that point. Take the holiday and say yes, we want it annually.
Yeah.
So we have, I don't understand this. Yeah, there always will be some people who say no and productivity and all of that. They will try to say no. There's a reason to enjoy life. Give us the holiday.
Yes, it was October.
When the first people did that, I say, hey, what all you? Take all the holiday now, man. Now look at that. You had to fight for the holiday.
It was a double 10. I remember one year. What was it? The October 10th? I think they got who got it October 15th one year. Somebody got holiday October 15th one year. Anyway,
that's it.
But give all.
It could be the Chinese. It could have been the Chinese. Yes.
Yeah, who got it on the 15th?
For the 150 years celebration. Yeah, but it was a one-time holiday.
Yeah.
But all of those people. I mean, all groups have contributed to this country. All, and but Paraguay is religious. But like First Peoples and the Chinese and the Syrian Lebanese community, all of those are holidays. And well, I know they removed one or two. I just can't remember which ones they removed. They removed Columbus Day, I think.
They had removed a holiday called Whit Monday. You remember what a holiday?
Whit Monday. Yes, they removed Whit Monday.
They had removed that.
I was very upset about it. I got very depressed for like a week, but I got over it.
Why you was depressed because of the not having a holiday, or because they removed Whit Monday?
But because it was Whit Monday, and more importantly, Sir Charles, because it was a long weekend holiday.
Yeah, because it was always a Monday. Yeah, that could send you into depression.
Yeah. Whit Monday was concerning what? What that was about?
I don't even know.
I can't remember what Whit Monday was. We used to celebrate, but that is why they probably removed it, because the average man can't even remember what was the purpose of Whit.
Whit Monday.
Yeah, it was Whit.
It's
to honor all the people there was with.
Well, then we had to pay it back.
Well, then you get a with and a without.
Yeah.
A with and a without.
Yeah, it's for all the people you were with. That's what you got to do.
Yes, it is also called Pentecost Monday. It's also known as Monday of the Holy Spirit. It's the holiday celebrated the day after Pentecost.
Oh my God! I've been making jokes. We're making jokes. We cannot make any jokes with anything dedicated to the Holy Spirit. So let me apologize from in front for saying Whit Monday was for people who were with people, and that is what the.
You see, when they see what's going on here, he's very much aware of the lightning that's going to strike.
That was a good joke, though.
Lightning good dodge on me. It's for people who was with Christ then.
Yes, right? Yes. That's it. People who were with Christ. Yeah. Excellent.
And for people who without Christ, that is Carnival Monday and Tuesday.
Why not like a demon?
Without Christ, it's Carnival Monday and
Tuesday. My word.
And those are not actually holidays.
No, they're not. They're not.
Wow.
They're not.
That by itself is a scandal.
Yeah, we had one. Yes, Dino Maraj. We had one called Discovery Day too, and that when we had one called this was August 1st was removed. Discovery Day was removed, and they put Emancipation Day. I think that's what happened. When they brought in Emancipation Day,
Right, but I was calling it Columbus Day, but it was Discovery Day.
It was Discovery Day. Yes, thanks for reminding us. Yes, that's what it was. Discovery Day. Yeah. All right, we can take your calls, people.
I just thought of a fifth because as a member of the soon-to-be holiday committee, I thought of another holiday. Ash Wednesday. Wednesday needs to be a holiday.
No, but we got Ash Wednesday as a holiday one time when I remember Hazel Manning was Minister of Education, and the first time we ever got Ash Wednesday as a holiday was then.
You mean for schools?
Well, it was. Was it an entire holiday for the country, or was it just for schools?
I think it was just for schools. It wasn't for the whole country.
Yeah. Cousin Mohammed May Day was never a holiday. It was just a day, but it was never a holiday.
Yeah.
It was a day known for doing the maypole dance. Remember? You ever do that in school, Richard?
The only thing I remember from those kind of games in school is like chess and what is a maypole dance? Wendell? If you could let us younger people know, please.
So Charles, you have no video of people dancing in maypole?
Not on hand, just like.
All those things we should get. Videos of people pitching in the yard, dancing in the maypole, playing rounders. All those are videos people need to start. Young people need to start seeing how elderly people used to enjoy themselves long time, you know.
Maypole was around what they said because when we
May 1st.
Okay.
Was May 1st. The maypole dance.
Yeah, well, they say May Day, was also replaced. I have a couple of them here. I don't put them up. Empire Day or anything. I heard about Empire Day. I remember that was somewhere around the 60s. It celebrated the British Empire and loyalty to the British Crown.
It was a holiday?
Yeah.
I never heard of anything called Empire Day.
Right, okay. Well, now let's go get me wrong.
May
Day?
That had to be pre-1962.
I'm Googling holidays that Trinidad and Tobago had that disappeared.
Oh, that was before 1962 then.
Had to be.
Yeah, when it's 60, in that area there.
The same empire that starting to put visas on all the Caribbean countries, that empire you're talking about.
Charles.
They're shameless about it. They're shameless. Yes, you British High Commissioner talking about all this shameless. Well, you're as a representative for the British government. St. Lucia just gets it. St. Lucia gets it, and I think Dominica gets it too.
So Charles, I just sent you a video of a maypole dance. Galen sent for me. I don't know, maybe that country people, countryside.
Gail, apparently, I don't understand how this platform works, right?
Let me see if I could show you. It looks like churn from Tamana. Anyway.
People.
Let's take calls.
Yeah, let's take your calls, and you can probably tell us why you believe that the Pagua should not be a holiday. I would really like to hear people's reasoning for saying no.
Why it should or shouldn't?
Shouldn't. For all those who said no, I will be interested to find out why.
But they say it on the chat and also, Charles. They say too many holidays. We have too many holidays.
They get that mantra from people who say that about Trinidad. And that's because those people don't understand how to enjoy life, the limited time we have on this planet.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so caller, good morning. caller, are you there? All right, we'll try somebody else. Right. Mr. Nico Martin, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. I want to say happy birthday to Zena. I hope she has a wonderful day today. Continued blessings. Zena, have a great day today. Listen, it seems like the Ministry of Works heard me last week when I spoke about the terrible roads. I saw yesterday coming home on the highway, they patched some of them, do no paving, they patched the holes. So I want to thank them because I have never seen a highway with so many holes. So, Ministry of Works, you'll continue. You'll need to come a little further. There's also a depression at the corner of the Jasper Avenue and Wendy Fitzwilliam Boulevard. Lord Jesus, 2 years now, cars dropping down as you swing from the high off Wendy Fitzwilliam Boulevard onto Jasper, right by the traffic light. Oh God, what we have to do? Start a placard? Oh God, all you fix it now, man. Jesus, when they'll only see if all they could bring Jermaine John and find out why the road.
So wait, all of a sudden, everything Rohanin do you want Jolene to do now? Eh?
well, it seems whatever. What the hell they getting paid for? What they getting paid for? The PNM do it. So they come in office and they promise to fix it.
Fix it.
And they say when UNC win, everybody win. So I said it to you, Mayor Shame. I spoke to what's his name, Burger, and he didn't do it. And if Miss John could get them to cut the trees in the river, so be it.
Yes.
You're going to vote UNC after that, then? You're going to vote UNC after that?
At all.
Yeah, loyalists. All right.
Yes,
Okay. Yes.
But
Yeah.
I will talk. I don't think them not paying my bills. When I see wrong, I speak it. They need 2 years. That depression right on the corner, the Wendy Fitzwilliam Boulevard and Jasper Avenue. Car just dropping down in it. Good God, man.
Yeah, fix it.
Okay,
Fix it. Yeah,
I think I'll call JW to come and do get something and pave. I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
We don't use the term "fix it" here. I don't subscribe to that "fix it."
Oh Lord, you have a story on that too.
I have a word I want to use it, but I don't think I'll use it.
Yeah.
But I can say that. Fix it fraud. Yeah, I can say that.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Fix it fraud.
Yeah, but maybe the program will start to roll out, because remember how much pothole Miss John said she has to fix?
They did indicate. I saw a list. Somebody had sent me a list. They did indicate that that the Ministry of Works was starting to do some patching and so on.
Yeah.
You know, I drive through a road in Malabar yesterday to a smooth road. Like it recently paved.
Yeah, because they identify. It's not like about 30,000 potholes they said going on because something like that.
Yeah,
it's a big number.
It was a big number.
I said, what? We are real pothole in this place, boy. You know, man. Potholes are investment. It's part of the GDP.
Yeah. No,
hello, good morning, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, boy. Morning, Wendell and Mr. Charles and Mr. Ragwasi. Morning, Trinidad.
Morning, Mr. Patrick.
Miss Zena, happy birthday, and may God continue to give her plenty health and strength to speak the truth. Right? This a patch in a pothole on it. Before I leave the government department, Minister of Works, it had a phone number, something patch. We had to call in and organize a patch. But the problem the patch road in Trinidad and Tobago not so easy as people think it is. You had to order hot stuff by the ton or the half ton and the bitumen. And sometimes you don't always get that right away. You know. We had a patching plan in Aguasanta. I don't know if Wendell and you all know about that. Aguasanta patching plan, hot stuff plan and concrete plan. They shut down them things. So we had a way to get stuff from contractors to patch road in Trinidad and Tobago.
That's where the corruption does take place.
So go up, you know that. You could remember a month of had a big Ministry of Works machine shop, a workshop, all the big shops on it.
Yes.
All them things disappear, brother. So everything gone contract.
Yeah.
Understand? No, this holiday thing where people want holiday. Nothing wrong in giving people holiday. But if the employers could pay people when they stay home, or if they could pay people when they come to work, because you go in a different realm now of time and a half and triple time and double time. You know? So sometimes people say, give people holiday. But it has an economical cost to that. You understand? And to be honest, who will end up pick up the slack? But I like America, holiday or no holiday, everybody open. And in Trinidad, sometimes a lot of holidays.
That's happening here too now. That's happening here too now.
Yeah.
It's a complaint. So if you get people holiday who celebrate, who go to work. And right now the economical structure in Trinidad because people want to go to work because they want the money in the pocket. So give people holiday one after the other. Make a business. I will enjoy all.
You will get. All right, Mr. Patrick. Thanks much. Yeah.
We get a windfall or the oil price skyrocketing. It will reach $100 just now. That is US $4 million extra a month.
I feel it's more than a month you're talking about that. You know? I feel like it's a daily figure.
No, it's a month. It's a month. The article says a month.
A month?
I can read it. I can read it for you. You know, actually, what they said.
It says
the country's revenue position increased last Friday by US $4 million a month as a result of higher oil price following the Middle East war. That sum is in addition to US $10 million in oil revenue, which was estimated earlier last week. So says Energy Minister Rudal Munira. Right? He gave that information in the lower house on Friday during a debate. Right?
All right. Okay, cool. All right. Captain Ron.
Morning, gentlemen. Happy Monday.
Morning, Captain Ron.
Yes. First of all, Zena, happy birthday. May God bless you with many, many, many more birthdays so you can keep Sir Charles, Wendell, and Richard in line. So, anyway, gentlemen, I voted no because, first of all, I think they have too many holidays in Trinidad already. Trinidad has the most holidays in the Caribbean. Go check it. And the second after somewhere in Malaysia or somewhere around there. And the other countries, what you're talking about, that celebrate Pagua, if you check, they don't celebrate the other holidays that Trinidad already celebrated. So if they make it a holiday, my recommendation is if they make it a holiday, then don't close anything and have the courts be open so they can push cases so innocent people could come out, or whoever is innocent there in the prison. And they should open night court. How about that? Make a night court so Richard could go work every night and make more money. You know,
then we go see him in the morning.
Struggling
after the play.
All right, man. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Captain Ron.
Yeah. Although we must admit that he's here this morning, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in spirit.
Mr. Cragwell is saying oil prices this morning is $102.69. Is that Brent crude? Because I think that's where we get our income from the Brent crude. So look at that, it already reached $100. And this war in the Middle East ain't looking like it's going to end now, people. America under pressure. And did you hear Donald Trump's how callous he came across towards families of the soldiers whose bodies returned to America? I mean, it's like nothing. Yeah, so more will die. You know, these dead and more will die. Just so what? The lives mean nothing now, right?
Sad. It's very sad. Caller, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning. Good morning to Charles.
Miss Arima.
Richard and Wendell. Good morning to you all. I say everybody a holiday. They are folks too. Even the babies need holidays. Give everybody a holiday now.
A baby day? Miss Arima, you done?
Yeah, she
okay, yeah.
Physically for the babies.
She was putting a plug for the babies. All right, okay, a baby day. Good morning to you, caller.
Yeah, morning, guys.
Morning.
Yeah, that short term, that just a short term hype in the thing. Remember it happened on the PNM to the other war. Prices go and come back down. We production low. So we really have we production low. So we are producing plenty and nothing right now. That's why all the gas industry, everybody running under capacity. I work on 2 plants. We spend $100 million to upgrade. And then them plants shut down in 2019. We have LNG train 1 and we have Methanex. Them plants had big upgrade. Thousands of workers working to modernize them plant, and now them 2 plants shut down. So we facing that challenge. So that just a short term. Some go fix all of that war. Basically that short term war. Them have Iran tongue out of the mouth right now. Iran in real trouble. Like sorry for them Iranian and them. Them abusing and real massacre in Iran right now. Them can't survive long in that war. Them in the America and Israel have total control of that thing. Iran might have little resistance, but that short term war. So all that little benefit what we get right now, all that short term. The production low and the war ain't going to last long. And some implement economic measures to transform that. So we go get a small thing. Just like what happened on the PNM. We got a short thing in the Ukraine war, so that's similar thing going to happen. That's what we're not done.
Just now, as you say. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Thanks very much.
I hope for people's sake it done soon. But I don't know that Iran looking to quit anytime soon. No? I think that I don't get that impression from Iran that they looking to fool up and say we done. Anytime soon.
Iran is unpredictable.
Hello, good morning to you.
Yes, me again. Just for a minute. That last caller there, I don't know which news media he's looking at. Let me tell you something, sir. Right now, everybody's being awakened here in America, realizing that MSNBC, CNN, and all of them, Fox, all of them have been lying to the public. First of all, they lied and tell us it's approaching 1,000. I think it's over 1,000 American soldiers have died. Okay? Secondly, America is in trouble. Russia, the other one, Israel, is burning down right now. They just took out Israel's biggest oil refinery right now on Saturday night. They thought, as the Iran president said yesterday, he said, Donald Trump and this idiot over there in Israel said they thought that this was Venezuela. No. Check your news media. Go to the Chinese CGTN or something like that, or the RT news outlet. Go to social media, and you'll get the exact facts that they're hiding from us. The Pentagon, which we learned for a long time, when wars are going on, they give the news media here what to say. Donald Trump is in problem. America is in problem. All right?
I think so too. I think so too. Yeah. Because someone who lived in America, he served with the American Navy and so on. He was trying to convince me at one point in time about America and whatnot. And all of a sudden now that changed, because he's been sending me things now that shows that America in trouble. You understand? And as I say, Iran don't care. They would have bombed a place. Is it in Qatar? I think. You understand?
Yeah.
They don't
But
care.
a lot of fake news are coming out on both sides of the thing. So it's really kind of to me it look kind of 50-50. It could go either which way right now.
Let me tell you something, Sir Charles. America will never tell you exactly what they're suffering. They will never tell you how they're suffering. They will never give you the accurate count of their dead soldiers. They will never do that. You understand? Iran has nothing to lose. They already lost so much already. You know what I mean? They have nothing to lose again. They killed their supreme leader, their religious head. They don't care.
Yeah. And I understand that. But as I said, with the news and the news reporting, you're hearing so many different things. And with this whole intervention of AI now, sometimes you're watching some news and you wonder, this is real news or this is just AI generated news, So it looked like it could go either which way. But where the actual facts are concerned, who has that right now? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's take this call as you go up to the news. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, morning again. Mr. Richard, I want a little explanation, if you could explain. This meeting they had in America where we Prime Minister went and the Guyana Prime Minister went, right? Is there any other Caribbean country there who produce oil?
I don't think so. I think wasn't the Dominican Republic there?
Because I watching this situation where the President of America and the American system handpicked two countries that have oil. And I want to know what is the real issue? What is the issue? If it's oil or what it is? It's more things behind this thing that people could never think of. Because America don't invite and put you in place just for nothing.
Yeah, well,
they always seek the benefits.
That is it.
Right? And Iran, they lost in the world. They will interfere with any American interest, any part of the world. And that's the problem. They will not attack America, but American interest, any part of the world, they will infiltrate and damage. And I want people to realize we have a U.S. embassy in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, but does it mean also that if that happens, that the Americans will not protect and even retaliate when those things happen?
Yeah, but it's already blocked. If it blocks something, what do they protect when it's blocked already?
Yeah, but even though as I said, things will happen, but it doesn't mean that retaliation will not push back some of those forces.
But all you fail to realize, them people ain't afraid to dead. Them will sacrifice their life for the bigger cause. They will sacrifice their life because you kill my leader. I believe, is it religion believe things people don't have? Or that understand what's going on with that? People willing to sacrifice their life as a matter. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what it is about. And you can't win them people. If somebody come and tell me, hey, I want to kill you, and I say, well, go ahead, me, okay. What you going to do?
Mash up. Mr. Patrick, thanks much.
It said, let me just quickly read this. The Iran war escalated dangerously yesterday as attacks widened to civilian infrastructure across the Gulf, raising fears of a regional humanitarian and environmental crisis. Bahrain accused Iran of striking one of its desalination plants, crucial for drinking water, though authorities said water and electricity supplies remained operational. The attack came amid hundreds of Iranian missile and drone strikes across Gulf nations, prompting anger from regional leaders. Iran don't care. They just letting go missiles and bombs and drones or whatever.
And I understand what they're doing and spreading, to different regions and that sort of thing. But what I'm saying is that they will do what they have to do. But I don't expect that the other individuals also that they are attacking, they will just sit and those things will continue to happen.
No,
I think there's going to be
fighting back. They are fighting back, Sir Charles, and they will fight back.
And that's it. So it's not like
to what extent? This thing is not going to finish now. Well, I mean, we hope it finishes now, but it's not going to finish now. I don't think so.
It may not. But we'll look at it on the other side of the break when we come back.
Yeah, and we thought Ukraine and Russia was going to end. How long are we going on now? 2 years?
I don't more than that, yeah. It might look like 2 years. Next thing I realize is about 3 or 4 years that thing going on. The time just goes so quickly with these things. All right, but people stay with us this morning. We're going for our 8 o'clock news. And when we come back, we'll continue to take your calls on the other side of the break. So stay with us on The Breakfast Show.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is NETT Radio News now.
This is news for Monday, 9th March on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Dial Caribbean TV. I'm Derek McMillan. Thank you for joining us. Trinidad and Tobago has joined a new U.S.-led military alliance aimed at combating drug cartels across the region. The agreement was signed during the Shield of the Americas Summit in Florida, where Donald Trump launched the Doral Charter, creating what is being called the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bisesar attended the signing ceremony and was presented with the pen used by the U.S. president to sign the agreement. Trump told leaders the coalition would mobilize partner nation militaries and share intelligence to dismantle criminal cartels and disrupt the flow of drugs and violence across the hemisphere. 17 countries are expected to participate in the coalition, with the United States saying the alliance will strengthen regional security and cooperation against organized crime. Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers is assuring citizens that Trinidad and Tobago has not surrendered its sovereignty after joining a new regional security alliance. The country signed on to the America's Counter-Cartel Coalition during the Shield of the Americas Summit in Florida, where Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bisesar pledged support for efforts to dismantle criminal cartels and strengthen regional security. Speaking to the Sunday Guardian, Sobers said Trinidad and Tobago remains a sovereign nation, and the agreement simply reflects the government's effort to build stronger international partnerships. He said the summit allowed regional leaders to establish direct links with key decision-makers in Washington, and described the engagements as productive. Sobers also confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago's Cuban medical program was not discussed during the summit. Opposition members of the People's National Movement staged a walkout from Parliament Friday after their private member's motion on rising unemployment was defeated. The motion, brought by Laventille West MP Kareem Marcel, sought to hold the government accountable for the socioeconomic impact of increased unemployment. Tensions escalated in the lower house when Energy Minister Rudal Moonilal moved for the debate to be closed and the matter put to a vote. House Speaker Jagdeo Singh ruled there was no evidence that ending the debate would infringe on the rights of the minority. Opposition MPs protested the decision, with opposition leader Penelope Beckles leading a walkout moments before the vote was taken, and the motion defeated. Former minority leader Kelvon Morris says he is actively considering challenging Shamfa Cudjoe-Lewis for leadership of the People's National Movement Tobago Council. In a message to Guardian Media, Morris said he is continuing to reflect and listen to the views of others before making a final decision. Cudjoe-Lewis announced her candidacy on social media this week, saying the council is at a critical crossroads and needs stronger organization and discipline. The leadership contest comes after the party suffered a 15-0 defeat in the January 12 Tobago House of Assembly elections. Outgoing leader Ansel Dennis had earlier indicated he would support a transition to new leadership following the loss. Firearms dealer Brent Thomas is calling for an independent investigation into the circumstances surrounding his removal from Barbados more than 3 years ago. Speaking in his first sit-down interview with TV6 News and The Express, Thomas said while Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bisesar has suggested a commission of inquiry, he believes an independent body would be better suited to determine what went wrong. In 2023, Devendra Rampersad ruled that Thomas's removal from Barbados by officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service was an unlawful abduction. Thomas says the incident has destroyed his reputation and business, costing him international partnerships and his U.S. visa. He is now calling for those responsible to be held accountable and for compensation to allow him to rebuild his life. In international news, Donald Trump says the United States is not ruling out sending American troops to Iran to seize the country's enriched uranium. In an interview with ABC News, the U.S. president said, "Everything is on the table," as tensions escalate in the Middle East following recent U.S. and Israeli strikes. Meanwhile, Keir Starmer held talks with Trump on the situation, with the UK confirming military cooperation through RAF bases supporting Allied operations in the region. At the same time, the Israel Defense Forces says it has launched new wide-scale strikes on targets in Tehran and other parts of Iran. Officials say the conflict has already claimed hundreds of lives across the region, including civilians and military personnel. And that is news at this time. Stay with us. More engaging programming continues after the break.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Scandal in Citrus is coming to San Fernando, and it is hilarious. Coming from sold-out houses in Port of Spain, this is the play that has audiences in stitches. 2 nights only at Nafarima Bowl. Saturday the 14th of March at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 15th at 6:30 p.m. Box office at Nafarima Bowl opens from Monday, March 9th, 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Tickets also available at K-Square Fashion C3 Center and Brentwood Mall in Chagonas. Tickets also available at Fence of Marabella by the Roundabout. Scandal in Citrus, the comedy event of the year.
Scandal in Cedrus.
End times is here. Are you prepared? Check us on New Era TT Radio or NETT Radio with Brother Raka and Brother Yatazakawa on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. End times is here. Stay tuned.
Save more now at Furniture Plus. Get a pair of pillows for only $49, queen mattresses from $7.99, free gifts with select purchases, plus extra discounts on higher purchase plans. Hurry, visit any Furniture Plus showroom today.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
For God shall wipe away, yes sir, every tear from their eye, yes sir. Get ready.
TNT get ready for Kirk Franklin in concert. Prisoners No More. We meet at the Queen's Park Oval on March 21st for an unforgettable evening of revival and renewal with Kirk Franklin and his full band. And Trinbago's top gospel artist, Sharon Nurse, Gates Praise, Blessed Messenger, St. Anthony's Music Ministry, and Darren Sandy.
But there is no sunshine.
Early bird tickets are sold out. General, kids, VIP, group, and cabana tickets available at accesstix.com. Hacker restaurants nationwide, Maranatha bookstores, Living Water Community, Santa Rosa Bookshop, Arima, St. Anthony's, RC Church, Point Fortin, Sky 99.5 FM, CNC3, and the Big Board Company are the official media partners. Endorsed by Catholic TT and the Ministry of Culture and Community Development. Kirk Franklin is coming to TNT.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
All right, everybody, and of course, welcome back. Welcome back to the Breakfast Show. We're inside of the third hour right about now. If you're just joining us for the very first time, thank you so much for being in the best place on a morning. You don't get it better than we are on the Breakfast Show.
All right, yeah, welcome back. Lots of chatter. Michael Manish is saying the Ukraine, Russia has been fighting 4 years already. It's been 4 years now already.
It's right, yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of time, you know. But a couple things from the discussion that we've been having before we go back to the lines and stuff, right? For Trinidad and Tobago, it may seem that we will get some fortunes coming our way because of the distress of somebody else. Now you see how the thing does. You see how people look at the thing different. Mm-hmm. While we are now able to embrace that fortune that may be coming our way, But if it was close to Venezuela, we didn't want it that time. People funny. But any which way I take it, once it come, somebody's being distressed for.
Well, Venezuela would not have anything happened in Venezuela would not have bought us any fortune. It would have crashing all the possible deals we engaged in, and we still not even sure about those deals that we would have entered into with Venezuela. I haven't heard Delcy Rodriguez say reverse the decision that they made before they took Maduro. Remember, they had already made a decision that they're canceling all the gas deals in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
He had said that.
Yeah. So that, and as I said, so we still have to wait because until he appears in court next time. I think when is next date? Sometime in June.
I'm not sure.
Somewhere around there, then we will know what is going on where that is concerned.
Well, no, it had nothing to do with he anymore. He gone his way.
Gone.
The fact of the matter is that Delcy Rodriguez is still in charge of Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was the one who had the problem with our leader and all that was said about Venezuela and whatnot.
Yeah.
But she was the one who took that fight on.
And it's very interesting that that since all of that has been happening, there seems to be this blanket that has been drawn over the conversation. So we don't know what the leadership, because we were hearing of different fractures and she being on one side, the military leaders watching one side to see how it's going, but we have not really heard if they have patched up that and if everything is moving in one direction. So but the main thing I was talking about, if the oil prices go up at this point in time, yes, it might be a blessing, but it might also be a burden too, because at the end of the day, when the prices go up and shipping lines as is being disrupted to get that oil and to and fro, that means also our operational cost is going up too.
It will increase certain costs, yes, of course.
And then we're not watching what's going on with the gas prices and everything in other places. So
plane tickets will go up. Everything is going to start going up too.
Yeah, so that is something that we have to take into consideration, because that disruption with that canal area that between Iran and those other spaces. So that and we're waiting to see how does that play out. If that disruption is going to be a major disruption, if the
Iran already said nothing in passing, they're not allowing anything to pass.
Yeah. So and as that, so how do we get past that if they're able to escort anybody through that situation as they were talking about? So that is something else. But it's going to cost more to get it, so cost is going to go up. So we might make $10, but we might have to spend back $7 other or $8. So yeah.
Somebody has to convince, America has to convince Iran, Israel has to convince Iran that, listen, let us call this thing, let us call a truce, let us end this thing now. Somebody has to be able to convince Iran that, and I don't know that they can at this stage. You understand?
Or some major strike to bring them to
so much losses already that their intention is to inflict harm on America and on Israel and whoever doing business with them. That's what they're about. You know what I mean? So,
But people also, when we were talking about the amount of U.S. soldiers that would have died and that sort of thing, and people say that they're hiding it and that sort of thing. I don't know in this modern age how much that kind of thing you can hide, because all these people have families, and I mean people will grieve for their families. They will talk out about certain things if they feel they. I mean, if they're telling you so far. Whatever number they put out there, because it's not great numbers we're hearing so far, but other people are saying it's over 1,000 and that sort of thing. I don't know where they're getting that information.
America telling you how many Iranians they killed and how much damage they're doing to Iran, and they're telling you that.
Yeah, well,
Donald Trump himself boasting about the damage they've been doing.
Yeah, and that's it. But it's for the Iranians now to say, well, no, it's not so. We have lost that, but if the Iranians are saying that, hey, we have killed 1,000 U.S. citizens, soldiers, they are not confirming those kind of numbers. They say that their numbers are small. So I don't know if the Iranians is the ones who put out that 1,000 plus that it has.
Iran didn't care whether America say they lose 6 soldiers or 1,000. They don't care.
Well,
I don't think it matters to them how much America saying they lose. It doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the psychology of the warfare. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, but any which way you take it, it's a war taking place, and it's not good news when there's war.
No.
It's not good news because lives are going to be lost, and countries are going to be devastated. How do they in this time recover from all of that? Look, like when I look back at what played out in the Gaza there. You understand? If you're free up the situation and tell people go back, what are they going back to?
Let me tell you what's bothering America.
How are they going to start?
What's bothering America the most? The mere fact that they make a big deal about it. You see that bombing of the school that killed the 150 odd schoolgirls? You see that? That hurt Iran. This outside of the fact that they killed their supreme leader, that hurt Iran. You understand? And they are not going to just back down from that. Why I think America trying to sell the narrative that is Iran bombed their own self? Why I think they said? Because they understand what was done. At the end of the day, 150 odd young schoolgirls were killed in a war that you start. Iran didn't start it, you started. You understand?
Yeah.
So that, I don't know, I mean, human beings are so complex. They're so complex. I never see my fishes fight one day.
All right, let's go back to the lines. 281-1315-299-5156. And let's take your calls this morning. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Sir Charles.
Morning to you, sir.
Captain Ron was correct, sir. I am looking at Al Jazeera as I'm talking to you now, and the G7 has just announced an emergency session among themselves to release at least 20 barrels worth of oil from their reserves. The reason being to drop the price, which is now $102. And the reason why they want to do that is because it is still winter, and the cost to them in terms of transport domestically and heating homes will rise astronomically, which they didn't budget for. So they are meeting there now. In fact, Macron has gone to Cyprus. That was on Al Jazeera. The other point about Khamenei's son, he is a hardliner. And what they are saying, he has close ties to the IRGC, that is the Revolutionary Guard Command, right? Additionally, it was just announced, and Mr. Baguba Singh will appreciate this, that the largest natural gas producer in Qatar has asked for force majeure from its customers, meaning because of intervening events that they cannot control, which is this current war, they are unable to supply them with liquefied natural gas, LNG. Secondly, in Bahrain, Iran has bombed the major oil refinery in Bahrain, in the capital, Manama. They have also issued a force majeure because they can't give the supplies. The Strait of Hormuz is blocked off because the major shipping insurance Lloyds have said that thing that President Trump is talking about, having people escort ships through the ship, that cargo, and they are not prepared to insure those tankers outside there because the cost will be too astronomical for themselves. That is what is going on Al Jazeera now. That is what they're speaking about. While I was watching, the anchor in Doha is saying that she is hearing explosions over where they are because things are coming through. So, and what I'm saying, Sir Charles, consider this. It is still in Ramadan. Eid al-Fitr hasn't been celebrated as yet. So the real barrage from Iran is yet to come, and things are getting through. You know, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it is a crime in Israel if you report anything on what is hitting them. If you report anything on video or cable anybody and they find out, because they strictly monitor their social media, it's 5 years in jail immediately. So it is possible to suppress the real truth from coming out. All right, I just want to share that with you while you're probably on here. But I am monitoring as you're on my phone, listening to you guys right now, and the information is coming in fast and furious. In fact, yesterday I believe they bombed the biggest oil refinery in Israel, which is in Haifa. So things are getting through, but it's being suppressed because if it comes out, people will be distressed and alarmed at what is happening. Take care, gentlemen.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks, Scott.
That the psychology of the war. Yeah. All right, so
sorry. I just saw a message come up there from Junior Wickham about the $5 or $10 million TSTT bill for some executives. Where that story? I saw it this morning. I saw it somewhere. It's on some part of the newspapers. I saw that story. Anyway, go ahead, Sir Charles. Take a call.
Okay, good morning.
Yes, Sir Charles, Wendell, Richard, me again.
Hi,
Listen, Sir Charles, the last gentleman is very correct. There's a law, they're suppressing the news to create. This is what Israel and America do. They believe in fake news. Nobody invented fake news more than America because they love to play with the psychology of the people in the country and the people of the world. People like you, Sir Charles, who like to say, well, they didn't really say I did it because we have this. They are. You don't expect all those missiles. Honestly, we all real. You don't expect all those missiles to pelt in both directions. And no set of people on one side will die. Only on one side of people will die. That is not true. They are suppressing, and there are people are still getting out there. Not all the Jewish people are backing Netanyahu, So there are people who are using their phones and sending it to other people here who have social media, and they're showing us how much CNN and all of them are lying. And then somebody at CNN said they can only put the news by what the Pentagon gives them, because the Pentagon is controlling it. So Trump is trying to create an impression of toughness, and many of the senators are calling for him to be impeached. We have three wars. We have the war going on in Iran, the one with Israel, the one here where people are fighting against Trump to stop this. Somebody asked yesterday, a senator asked, why is America involved in this war? Trump can't give them answers yet. Why are we fighting Israel war for them? It's because all of this thing goes back to Epstein, the prime minister of Israel is blackmailing Trump because of what he has on him. But we're still holding on to BBC and all of them and see what's going on. And when they didn't report it, they're biased stations. Then look at what happened in Ukraine when the war started. All the black people they left there on the train in the cold, and they won't report it. But I called them. I made it my business and called BBC from Florida. They have me holding on for 45 minutes. I so wanted to talk with them. I still held on. And then the guy told me, we can't do nothing about it. I just hung up the phone. He's not putting anything on. So it's something going on that they hide from us. So you can't take these people at face value. Up to now, they cannot find yet now. The picture when you told me that you see me in some meeting, that was a meeting from way back before the war started. They're still looking for him. And actually, we are being fed a lot of wrong things by the mainline medias. But anyway, do your own research as well, sir.
Thank you very much, Captain.
I find it's very difficult. To navigate the news landscape, because if you're going down the road that this media house is biased, then you'll have to go down the road that all media houses will have a certain amount of bias, regardless. Because you know why? Because it's human beings operating them, and so sometimes mistakes will be made. People will have certain agendas, including in Al Jazeera. So you will have all news outlets will have some level of bias or confirmation bias that operates. But what makes news really confusing now is the introduction of AI, because sometimes you see posts and you're like, is this real or is this not real? And you have to try and now and do research to try and figure out, is this real or not? And discerning, is this a conspiracy theory or is it factual? Because conspiracy theories sometimes look like it's real and all of this is happening, and then you realize, is this clickbait or is it not? So trying to get to what is actually happening is very difficult in 2026. So hence, people will go back to main news organizations like CNN, like BBC, like Al Jazeera, and whatever other news stations there are, to try and get a sense of, okay, what is the main news media saying? What is ABC saying? What is MSNBC saying? What is Fox saying in terms of an incident? Because sometimes it is clickbait on social media, and it is stories that are made up. And so it's a difficult landscape trying to get to what actually is happening.
And you're so right. And coming out of the Venezuela conflict that was close to us here, and the amount of different news that we were getting on social media and people who were putting out different things, it's hard sometimes, even as a news outlet, to go with certain news just so because you realize you put it out and that is fake news, Yeah, and that's not credible news, So sometimes you're sifting through and you're just being cautious because you're hearing all different kinds of things. And this war that is now taking place is relatively early days with it. And
well, you always, yeah, and you're right, Sir Charles. And war is even more difficult because there is something called the fog of war, where sometimes information is intentionally misleading. So in the fog of war, and you have social media, is like a double whammy. You're not sure who's telling the truth.
Yeah. Up to now, we don't know exactly what happened in Venezuela. We don't know how many people died. We don't know what was destroyed. Up to now, we don't know.
Well, Wendell, up to now, we don't know exactly how many people died in the attempted coup in 1990.
That's true.
We don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. Let's see if we can take a couple calls before we leave. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning to Charles, Wendell, and Richard.
Morning.
Wendell, you got the situation spot on. Mariano Brown on Friday explained that whole situation, especially with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. And what he is saying, Iran realizes that they cannot defeat America in a war. And what they are doing is trying to make it as expensive as possible for America and all these associated states. You see what they're doing in Bahrain and Qatar and Saudi Arabia and even Dubai. And that is the reason. So these gains that Dr. Moodilal spoke about, according to Mariano, would be short-lived because everything, the price of business is going to skyrocket. And we are not going to really get anything in the short term. My other concern is this. They had this summit on Saturday. I listened up to now, the Prime Minister has not taken any questions. They say she left before and she did not take any questions. I listened to, what's his name, from Guyana. And he gave a press conference and he outlined what is what. What do you want to tell me then? You can't come to your public and tell them, yes, I met with Donald Trump and we spoke about certain issues. What I want the press to do is ask Mrs. Fasadi, what tangible benefit would accrue to Trinidad and Tobago based on this summit that took place on Saturday? Come out and enlighten us as to what we stand to gain and benefit from that summit.
Okay. Thanks very much, Kola.
Wait to see. When is she scheduled to return? Is it today? I think the last picture I saw on Facebook today was her by Joyce Roti Shop in Fort Lauderdale. They had a nice welcome and celebration there for her by George. Actually, the first time I met, one of the few times I've met Mrs. Prasad Bisesa is by George Otisha. That was when Basil Pandey was Prime Minister. That was all the way back then. I actually met her by George Otisha, Way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get a final caller inside before we wrap things inside of the breakfast show. Good morning, caller. Well, the caller does set you up sometimes, Yeah. I engage the call. I say, right, the call coming in. The caller disappears.
Mr. Patrick, he must get cold.
Actually, no, it's not. The caller coming back inside again. You'll see who it is now. All right. Right, are you there?
That caller wasn't me. I now try to get it. Sir Charles, no, I want to say that you listen to what Mr. Patrick keep telling you all the time.
About what?
About how those people who out there, like in the Middle East, I could recall that one time when they had the war when it was in Palestine, there was a man on the news. He came to say that, listen, people in America born to live, but they out there, they're born for one, they're born to die. So you see where I see somebody in Iran telling them that they're not calling no ceasefire because they didn't start to surrender. They say they didn't start any war and they're not surrendering. So you see these people make up their mind to teach Trump a lesson. So I don't know, and then all the allies know that dealing with America, they getting involved just like that. So I don't know, they will probably have to come together to talk to Iran. So this is, I consider this a third world war, This is the third world war that started here. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, the fourth, because people are consider the Russia-Ukraine one the third. So this man might be the fourth.
Well, where alliances take place, where it's one side, east versus west, more or less that kind of thing. I don't know if we would see that happening where this is concerned. But I guess like everything else is only time. Will really give us. I said with the whole thing about it, for me, it's early days, and we're just watching. And there's a lot of news floating around, information I should say floating around, and you have to cipher through it. I know everybody are passionate about certain things too. People have their passionate feelings about America. They have their passionate feelings about Iran, and and all those stuff. And all those things kind of cloud the issue sometimes too. But only time will tell.
Yeah.
But we're getting ready to, and we don't want to create too much scandal up inside of here. This morning is Monday, so.
Well, he going closer to see just this weekend.
He fall asleep, what? You missing the kids?
I waited for it to done now.
Was he getting licks again from
I want complete silence.
we get manicured.
So yes, scandal in Cedros is on, and you're right, Wendell. We are closer to Cedros in Napa River Bowl in San Fernando, even though Cedros people haven't been coming up to town.
Hold on. What's the name of the people already shopping in Cedros?
Pancho.
Yeah,
it's Pancho.
I can't remember it.
It's not Pancho.
It's not Pancho, man.
Prano
is the shop.
Prano's.
We're in Napa River Bowl this weekend on Saturday at 8:30 and Sunday at 6:30. The box office at Napa River Bowl for Scandal in Cedros opens today at Napa River Bowl from 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. And of course, you can always get tickets at the outlets, which have been selling tickets since last week, at K Squared Fashions in C3 Center, K Squared Fashions in Brentwood Mall, Chagonas, and Fens of Marabella by the roundabout. That's where you can get your tickets for Scandal in Cedros. You can also purchase tickets online. You can check RSRR Productions Theatre on social media, whether it be Facebook, Insta, or TikTok. You can get your sales. The methodology to accomplish that on RSRR Productions Theatre. So yeah, looking forward to coming down south. We had fantastic shows in Port of Spain. As I said, people came out this weekend again. So we were sold out the weekend before, and this weekend we were also sold out in terms of Saturday and Sunday. Droves of people. And some people coming to see it twice. I wouldn't say some of them names whom you all know. I know I've seen it twice already. So you should not miss this one. A great de-stressor on this weekend. San Fernando, we coming down.
All right.
Going down San Fernando.
Wonderful day. Remember to let go and let God.
Yeah, and of course, New Era TT Radio continues on the stream, newerattradio.com and New Era TT Radio on TuneIn. And of course, you can join us tomorrow bright and early for the best entertainment and talk that you will see in the Caribbean and in the Western Hemisphere, probably. You know, we could pump up ourselves from 6 a.m. sharp. Of course, this has been, we know you have a choice. Sorry, I forgot to say that. We know you have a choice, and we're glad you chose us. And of course, this has been
The Breakfast Show.
Yeah, got it.
Get up, it's the time to start the day. The breakfast show is here, we bring in the soca way.